Now, Mahesh, yeah, you were asking me something. What do I do?
Yeah.
I teach English, like I'm doing with you, and I
Mm.
also have a baking business. I have a home bakery.
Oh, that's great to know.
Yes. In the mornings, usually I'm baking. I'm with all the cakes and pastries and all these things. And in the evenings, I have time, so I sit and converse with people like you.
By the way, where are you from?
I'm from Calcutta.
Okay, from Calcutta, the city of joy.
Yes. We call it the city of joy and sweets.
Mm-hmm. By the
Yes.
way, so as you are like a baker, so do you have bakery outlet?
I don't have an outlet, but I'm connected to cafes. There are a lot of cafes around.
Mm.
So, yes, I take orders from them and make them myself at home.
Okay, so you are producing in bulk and giving them for selling to re in
Yes.
retail.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. They resell my products.
Ah, not a bad. I think that's a great business to do for a woman.
Yes, and single-handedly I'm doing every day. There are quite a few orders which I do, and it's quite nice. It consumes my time and energy also. By the end of the day, I'm happy. The customers are happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, how many people are there in your family?
In my family, we are three people: my husband, myself, and my son. That's
Okay, great.
all right. So Mahesh, we were like, what do you do? You said you work. You're in at home now for a holiday.
Hmm.
Usually, where do you reside and what do you do?
Before this third wave, it's not third wave, but still I would say when the cases were rising, before that I was in Indore and doing my preparation for banking examination. I have done my graduation already, and
All
now I'm
right.
preparing for competitive examination to get a good job.
All right. So you are relying on a government job,
Yeah. As of now, I'm
banking,
preparing for.
banking. All right. Good, good for you. How do you live? Like, where do you live there in Indore?
I'll before I was living in a PG, but this time
Mm.
I was living in hostel.
In a hostel.
Yeah.
So you must be having a lot of hostel friends, many hostel
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I have many hostel friends.
Uh-huh. And do you enjoy living there?
Yeah, I would say hostel is like a whole village. The whole after some time, the whole hostel like become village for us. We know everyone. This is our neighbors and what they are doing, what we are doing. Anyone gets selected, and when anyone left the hostel permanently, when they get selected or they are shifting somewhere else, so we feel sad that he is going out, and we feel sad. We get bond like family.
We bond like a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it's like your friends have become your brothers and sisters. Like it becomes really, really, kind of a bond tied.
Bone
You're,
tight, yeah.
yes.
I
Even
would say
after they
hostel is
leave,
my second kind of home. It's a second. When I go to hostel, I don't miss my home, and when I'm at my home, I don't miss my hostel. So it's like balanced thing. I enjoy both things.
all right, very good for you. Very good for you. So, in the hostel, do you all cook and eat, or you have everything done for you all?
No. We have our mess, so
Uh-huh.
we go to eat there. We don't need to
Oh,
prepare for ourselves. Yeah.
all right. So, like how you must be having caretakers and all that in the hostel to take
Yeah.
care of everything.
There are sweepers are there, and watchman is there, and yeah, cook and everyone management and everything everyone is there.
All right. So it's a good life, you'd say.
Yeah, I would say it's good life. I think everyone should at least uh, enjoy this hostel life once. If you don't go to hostel or rooms or living out of your home, I think you will miss the best part, one of the best part of your life. At least
Mm.
we should go once.
Yes, you're very correct. I miss my hostel days too. I was in a hostel when I studied. I did my own graduation in Calcutta.
Mm.
I was an outsider in Calcutta. I actually, at that time, we were in Bihar. We used to live there. My father used to work in a factory in Bihar. It's now become Jharkhand, but
Mm.
yes, somewhere in Jharkhand, it was a place named Dhanbad. From there, we
Dhanbad,
went.
yeah, very famous. I think for coal. Dhanbad
For
is
coal,
very.
yes, it's a coal area. So my father used to work there, and then I did my schooling from there, and then shifted to Calcutta for my graduation. And I was living in the hostel for a while. So it was the best 3 years of my life.
Yeah, 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 definitely hostel life is the best. And we realized this thing after passing out from hostel or school
Yes.
that that was the best life.
Yes, it is. And the only life you can enjoy, you can do anything you want to. You're away from
You,
your parents
hmm.
and you're away
So
from all the,
think,
scrutiny that you have to face at home.
yeah, and you are the responsible of everything, and the
Yes.
outcomes will be of yours decision. So if there will be pros or cons, you are the responsible for that. So it's even get very interesting that if you are taking any decision, so you are the only one who will be responsible after the outcomes will come.
You're only responsible for all the outcomes of all your decisions.
Oh, delicious. Because in when we are living at home, we don't take many decision, and we are not much responsible because anything we need, we call our parents or say to them that I need this, I'm sick, or I need
Yes.
some money. And today I anything, because when we are living out, we have to manage everything for us.
Hmm.
Even if we don't have water in our room, we have to go out to the freezer and to take out for self even in the night. But when we are at home, we can call our mother and younger sisters, brothers. So, like where we learn a lot of things of life. And
Yes.
hostel life teaches you a lot.
Yes, it teaches you a lot. Yes, it is a part of growing up
Growing up, definitely. Everyone should at least taste hostel
once
life.
in their
I
life.
would
Yes.
recommend everyone.
There is one question here they have given. I don't know. It's like you have said everything, but if you were your hostel warden, there is something like what would you do if you were the warden of your hostel? Do you have a hostel
Okay.
warden?
It was, but it wasn't very strict because uh, I feel like I don't want to say, but still would say that warden was become a friend, so it was not like that strict for us because, like I would say, when we have to go out in the night, so we can give them some like money or something, and we can go out. So
Okay, the money part was there also, right? There was
yeah,
not
we
much
were
discipline.
bribing,
Oh,
we
you're
were
bribing the
bribing.
warden. Oh. So it's fun. It's fun in a way. Yes, like
Yeah,
if you were the warden, would you be one like that? Take money
yeah,
and
yeah.
let them off.
Definitely, I would take money. It's not about taking bribe, but yeah, students are supposed to enjoy or have some fun in their lives. So I would be this a little bit lenient to them.
Okay. And do you have
Though
any
strict at
rules
the
and
time,
regulations? The rules and regulations are there in the hostel? Any rules which you need to follow?
yeah, I've lived into hostel. So one was very strict, but the second one was not very strict. We can go out and in at any point of time, and it didn't have much restriction. But in first hostel, yes, we had. There was a proper timing that we have to come out in the night to the hostel, and after that the grows gate were closed, so it was not possible to come inside.
Okay.
So that was the thing. Other than that, other friends, girls, and anything was not allowed in that hostel. And like, though I don't drink and smoke anything, but
Mhm.
other a friend
Yes.
of mine used to do these things that
Hmm.
also were not allowed, but they still used to do like hidden things. So
That's all right. That's a part of growing up again. You need to do all that.
yeah,
Otherwise, you don't become citizens or you don't become, adults,
adults, yeah,
actual
yeah.
adults. Yes, you need to be that.
Mhm.
That's fun. That's fun in a way. There is an extempore topic. You're invited to a friend's wedding and you don't know anyone there. So
Mhm.
you have to start a conversation and make friends there. How do you start a conversation?
Okay, so though I'm a kind of ambivert person, but
Hmm.
still, if I have to start a conversation, then I will. Uh, I would say start with conversation with someone who is uh, seeing like very generous and lenient. Try to start with wishing, greeting them, whatever the time it is, morning, evening, or noon, and then where are you from and what do you do and why you are here. Matlab, who are the relation of you here? So that the thing start talking to them.
Or you can just say hi, hello, as you said. Yes, you can say hello, or you can say good evening or good afternoon.
Mm.
Introduce yourself first. You have to tell your name. I'm Mahesh
Yeah.
Nagara. I'm from the
Not.
bride side, or I'm from the bridegroom side, whichever. You can say that. Yes,
Hmm.
and you can ask the other person that which side are you from?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
and then it can start a conversation and where are you from? Then you can go on, where are you from? I'm from such and such place. So you can just start a conversation. What do you like to eat? Oh, come on, let's go to that stall, or let's start eating something.
Hmm.
Or you can just make a conversation around food also.
Yeah, the food is amazing or good or delicious.
Yes,
Yeah, can talk on
yes.
that.
Yes, or you can talk about the decoration. Maybe there is a lot of decoration around you. The flowers are there. In a wedding party, there's so much of to see around. So many
Mm-hmm.
guests. You can say they have
Yes.
invited so many guests. I was taken aback. There are so many guests, and it's quite interesting to see the wedding like this. After the lockdown, there are so many people involved now. You can talk about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are so many things to actually start a conversation, and then alongside also you have to think about ending the conversation also. When you end a conversation also, you have to say goodbye, see you again,
Mm-hmm.
or you can
Sure,
also
sure.
exchange. If somebody has gotten very close to you and you find the person very interesting, you can also exchange your phone numbers for
Mm.
speaking again once more maybe.
Yeah, these days of social
So
media, we
yes.
can connect on Instagram and say, yeah, there are many platforms to get connected.
Yes, absolutely. And so tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, what do you like to do apart from, preparing for your banking exams? What do you do? What are your hobbies?
Okay, so my hobbies includes traveling. I love traveling and reading books and learning new things. And like these days, learning English is also my hobby. I'm working on it and I'm enjoying this journey of learning English.
All right.
So
So do
these
you take a
days,
lot of classes like these that you're taking with me now? Sessions?
yeah. I take many sessions in the day.
All right. And do you find improvement in yourself now?
Yeah, when I started and when I'm now, so there is a lot of improvement I have come so far.
Mm-hmm.
Though I'm not where I wanted to be, but at least I'm not where I used to be.
Oh, that's very well put. Very well
Yeah.
put. Yes, so you are learning the language, you're on the way, and you will learn it very quickly. Once you're in practice, it's all depends on your practice. The number of hours you give, the more practice you do, the better you are off. It also
Yeah, and
sharpens you. It also sharpens you. The more you speak to people, you come to know of so many other cultures, of other people. So it sharpens you also in a way. There's an
mm,
exchange of cultures also through conversation. Like
yeah,
I'm coming to know about you because, and you're living in such a different city. I've never been to such a place. I've never been to Madhya Pradesh. But then again, via conversation, I can understand there are so many
uh,
things to know.
definitely. We are exchanging thoughts, and you are in now MP, and I'm in Kolkata having
All right.
Rasgulla.
Yeah. Yes, Rasgulla. And yesterday, I was watching a program. It happens only in India where they were showing about Indore. They were
Yeah.
talking about Indore.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there is one place called Chappan Bhog where they have these Chappan,
Chappan
you know,
Dukan. Yeah, it's very
Chappan
famous.
Dukan. Yeah.
Cleanest street food of India.
Yes, so many shops for food, different items of food. So it must be
Yeah.
very interesting. Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there many times because I have been living in Indore since last 2 or 3 years, so I've been there many times.
Yes, and I also hear it's the cleanest city in India. So you find it very clean.
Yeah, fifth time in a row.
That means it must be really nice to be there.
Yeah, definitely. Must visit Indore one.
Yes, I will once in my whole lifetime. I must go there because it's quite
Yeah,
interesting to understand that such a city also exists in India, which is very rare to understand that so clean. How can a city in India be so clean? That means the citizens of the city are very, very responsible.
yeah. And other than that, recently, a couple of days back, PM Modi inaugurated the Asia's biggest LPG plant in
Oh,
Indore, and the LPG will be produced by the whole. I would say the whole kachra they collect from the city.
You mean from the garbage?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. From the garbage, the LPG will produce.
Oh, that's a very different thought, quite thought evoking, and it's really
Yeah,
good that they are recycling the garbage to make LPG gas.
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
will definitely be very helpful for everyone, I believe, because
Yeah,
there's a lot of garbage all across the country.
you can just Google it. See, I don't know much about in details, but yeah, that's the thing that we are going to make LPG out of garbage in Indore, and Modi ji has inaugurated the Asia's largest plant in Indore.
That's really cool. I mean,
Mm.
there's a lot of development going around. We don't know much about it unless it comes on the news.
Yeah, definitely, and also metro is under construction in Indore, so soon there will be metro.
So we already have a metro in Calcutta, which is getting
Yeah,
connected to more places.
yeah.
Uh, it's quite nice to travel by metro. It's easier, faster.
Yeah, I too love metro. When I visited Delhi last time, so
Delhi.
I love.
Delhi metro is by far the best one in the country, is what
Yeah,
we hear.
yeah,
Right.
definitely. It's
Yes.
amazing.
And apart from this preparation, so you said you are just spending time here with your family for a while. So when are
Hmm.
you going back?
Soon I'll be shifting there. I haven't decided a date or particular, but
So
soon I'll be.
coaching classes, do you take coaching classes for these subjects that you are preparing for?
Yeah, I go to coaching class.
Okay, okay. So that's a lot of studies for you also. And you
Yeah,
play any sport?
yeah, I play cricket, but not professionally. I play for just for fun and just for exercising and just for enjoyment.
Good, very good. Okay, Mahesh, I think the time is beyond our control. We cannot do anything with this. So the TikTok ghadi is running. So we need to end our conversation here. Thanks for being there.